What up, though? It's been a long time. I think it's been a little bit over a month and a half since my last What Up, Doe. And I'm sick right now, so I'm sorry if I sound a little weird. But I wanted to make a What Up, Doe and start doing them again, because I haven't done them in a while because my uncle passed away and it was rough. I really did not want to make a What Up, Doe the day my uncle died, which was the day after my last What Up, Doe, because I knew I would just be crying the whole time, and that is not something that I would like very much, to cry. And I still don't want to talk about my uncle. I want to make a video dedicated to him, if that makes sense, and just talk about his life and talk about him, make sure that he existed, that he did exist. You know what the hell I'm talking about. Death is weird, guys. I'm sure you've all experienced it by now, and it sucks. Grief is the worst. Loss is the worst feeling in the world. I'm doing a lot better, and I'm doing okay, but I'll talk about him in another video. I figured I would share a little story to you guys. Something that happened to me a few days ago was that I woke up screaming. And this sounds bad, okay? Don't get me wrong. It sounds bad, but it's not. Okay, I promise. Bear with me here. So what happened was I got promoted to Lance Corporal, actually. So that happened. Just to catch you guys up before I tell the story, I got promoted to Lance Corporal. I'm now doing what is the word? I'm doing labs in my classes now, so it's a lot harder, I think, than what I was doing before, but I'm still working hard. I did end up doing really good on the exam that I mentioned my last What Up, Doe, and things did not go well with that girl, but they were for a while, okay? It was going good for about a while. Anyways, it's not going good anymore, so I am no longer talking to that person. It is what it is, right? You win some, you lose some. I am now just focused on money and muscles. That's what I like to tell myself, because I have zero game and I am bad at flirting with people and more. That's not why we're not talking anymore, by the way. It's just I don't think I can do it. No, I can do it, but now is not the right time. Better worded, I think so. I can do it, and I will do it one day. All right, story time. I woke up screaming. Let's get into this. I got promoted to Lance Corporal. This ties into the story, okay? And I wanted to make a What Up, Doe on it so bad. I'm so sad that I didn't. I got promoted, and it was the most embarrassing moment of my entire life. And you guys know me, okay? I've done a lot of embarrassing things in my life. Like, I have embarrassed myself so many times, okay? It's like my specialty. But this takes the cake for the most embarrassing moment of my entire life. I can say that with utmost confidence. Why? Why do you ask that? Okay, great question. When you get promoted in the military, there's a whole formation for you, okay? And I was the only one getting promoted this or the month, right? So I'm standing in front of the promotion people, and it's the commanding officer's last promotion ceremony. So he's retiring literally after promoting me, literally like the day of, if not the day after, he's retiring, right? I think it was that day, actually, yeah. Anyways, he asked me to say a few words. So I turned around, and in front of me is my formation, all my teachers, all my fellow students, the entire freaking unit that I'm a part of, right? And I go, I love you all. We so slay. And then I let out an oorah. And normally, when you say oorah, everyone else is supposed to shout it back, right? So that way, it's like a camaraderie thing. I don't know. You say oorah, someone else got to say it back. So I said it to my formation, expecting everybody to say it back. But I didn't brief them beforehand. Apparently, I didn't know this. You're supposed to tell them that you're going to say oorah. That way they're prepared and they say it back. And nobody said a thing. I let out an oorah and nobody responded to me. It just echoed. Somebody took a video and I'm the only one that has the video, and I will never show anyone unless it's like in person. I won't even show you guys because it's bad. Like, it is bad how embarrassing it is, how bad it is. Like, I physically like will contort and cringe and look back on it. We So Slay is one thing, okay? That's pushing the limits, okay? But shouting oorah and having nobody say it back is like, it's like the worst, most it is so secondhand embarrassment to the extreme. Like, I can't even describe it to you guys. So why does this tie into me waking up screaming? Everyone knows, if you've been a long time viewer of my channel, I dream a lot. Every night, okay? I have a whole dream folder on my freaking phone where I write down my dream every morning. And I always have good dreams. I never have nightmares, okay? So when I say I wake up screaming, you assume it's a nightmare. You assume, oh, I got scared and I woke up and I'm like, ah! No, it was a good dream, okay? In this dream, a lot of stuff happened, but I'm just going to summarize it to the end. That way this video is not like 20 minutes. In this dream, at the very end, I was in a big field, okay? And there was like every person that I have ever known in my life was standing in front of me in this field, you know, just having fun. It was perfect weather. And there's this big grill, okay? Like a grill where you cook meat and stuff. And it was big and it was on fire, right? And I stand on top of the grill. And one of my buddies, he tells me, he goes, I stand on top of this grill. Hold on. I'm on top of this grill in front of every person I've ever known. And I'm on fire, but it's not hurting. And he tells me, he goes, can you say a few words? And this was really emotional. For some reason, don't ask me. I don't know. It was really emotional. I gotta just wipe my nose. It was really emotional for some reason. I don't know why. It felt like these words were going to be the last words I've ever said in my life. So I made them count. I love you all. And everybody stopped and looked at me. We so slay. Everybody in the field begins counting down. Okay? 10, 9. At first it's only a few of them. 8, more and more. 7, 6, 5. Everybody is counting down for me to finish. That sounds bad. Everybody's counting down for me to say my last part. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And at 1, I let out the loudest oorah I've ever let out in my entire life. The most motivated oorah ever. I mean, I leaned back in my dream and I just went like I would do it right now, but I have headmates now. And I just went, oorah! And it was so powerful that it translated to my in real life body where I was sleeping. And in real life, I'm sleeping. And at 6:51 in the morning, I scream, ooh, like that. Because it's like the first half of my oorah. And it was so loud. I woke myself up because I screamed the oorah in real life. Not the rah, just the first ooh, because the first ooh woke me up. But it was so loud. Like, I kid you not, I gave it everything I had. I did the biggest inhale, just this big scream. And I have a roommate, Balada, and I actually woke him up. Of course I did, right? He sleeps like 3 feet away from me, but I just screamed. And it was so weird, and it was so funny. And I just thought I should share that, because I've never done that before. I've never woke up screaming like that before in my life. It was a good dream, right? And those were like my last words So it was good to say that, you know. I don't really know. I figured I would share because I really wish I could scream right now. Like, you know, if I didn't have headmates, I would be recreating that ooh-rah as loud as possible. I just thought I should share a little funny story for you guys and kick back these what up doughs, you know, get the ball rolling again. But I hope you've all been well. I hope that you guys are all doing great. I will share more stories of what has happened in the past month and a half, as well as what is happening in my present. Tomorrow I have a lab, but I'm very, very sick. I know it doesn't seem that way, but I feel terrible. So we're going to see what happens. Labs normally last multiple hours, you know, a lot of manual labor. So I'm not looking forward to it, but we'll get to it, right? Anyways, I think that's all for this video. I hope you guys have a good night. I will make a video talking about my uncle and death and all that, and it's a whole thing, right? But I miss him a lot. You know, it sucks. I'm sure you guys have experienced loss, so he'll get his own video dedicated to him sometime. You know, as time goes on. I really just didn't want to talk to him. Talk about him. What? Talk about him on my channel, which is why I stopped doing what up those, and I was processing my grief, and I didn't want to make YouTube videos. It is hard to explain. I just don't want to be making YouTube videos in a time of sadness. Does that make sense? Anyways, that's all for this video. Hope you guys are doing good. Yeah, I said that like already. We're gonna say song of the day is gonna be That's Life by Frank Sinatra. I gotta bring that back. So listen to That's Life by Frank Sinatra, because it's a great song and I love it a lot, and I love Frank Sinatra. That's the song of the day. Hope you guys have a wonderful night or day wherever you're watching this. Hope you guys take it easy, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. As always, stay awesome. I love you all. We so slay. That's how I'm ending all my videos now. Not saying the last part. We so slay.